Welcome guys back to another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily. Sorry the audio isn't as good because I don't have my mic on me. I am on holiday, so sorry about all that, and we'll be getting straight into today's transfer stories. We've got some huge news today because Aubameyang has reportedly agreed a deal to stay at Arsenal. This is huge breaking news, and hopefully he could be really helpful to us going forward. And the Telegraph did report this before Sky Sports backed it up by saying that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is set to sign a new deal. He has 11 months left on his current contract, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is close to ending speculation about his future by signing a new contract with Arsenal. First reported by the Daily Telegraph, Aubameyang is nearing an agreement to an extension to a deal, which is currently due to expire at the end of next season. Aubameyang scored 22 goals in the Premier League last season and netted twice in Arsenal's 2-1 win over Chelsea in Saturday's FA Cup final. Since his move to Arsenal from Borussia Dortmund in January 2018, he has scored 54 goals in 85 Premier League games. Aubameyang, who is 31, is younger than Willian, 32, on Sunday, who has been offered a 3-year deal to move from Chelsea on a free transfer. The news of the two contract offers come after a day after the club made a statement revealing their plan to make 55 members of staff redundant, including international recruitment specialist Francis Kiergaio. Arsenal, who hold meetings with staff on Friday, are said to be one of the key reasons cutbacks are made to maintain investment into the team. Now, again, obviously, because Arsenal have saved £2 or £3 million just by making these 55 staff redundant, it means that Arsenal can put that money towards deals for Willian and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I know this is quite sad, and morally this doesn't seem right because people are losing their jobs and Arsenal are throwing this on deals for Willian when they don't have to, but obviously they're saying they want to maintain investment in the team, and which is why Aubameyang is looking like he's going to sign a new contract and Willian looks like he's going to sign for Arsenal. But this is huge news of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. If you guys know me long enough, you will know Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is such a key part of this Arsenal squad, and it'll be so vital to keep him. And please get this done. Hopefully these stories are true and that we are going to sign Aubameyang, but the stories are that Arsenal are reportedly close on the brink of securing a 3-year deal for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to stay at the Emirates. Now I'll be talking about Philippe Coutinho. Now there isn't no story to read about this, but it's just a bit of a news that was circulating around various reports today, and that was suggesting that the Philippe Coutinho deal is off. Not really off, but Arsenal will not pursue the deal and will instead go for Willian. Because apparently it's either Willian or Coutinho, and Arsenal chose on Willian for the obvious reason that it is a free transfer, so no loan fee will have to be given, and obviously Willian will sign on a 3-year deal. Sources inside of Arsenal, which was first suggested by Charles Watts, Arsenal's new correspondent, he did say that Arsenal were not going to pursue Coutinho. Obviously, Arsenal are making 55 staff redundant, so that means Arsenal will not have as many funds to secure deals for the likes of Philippe Coutinho, which is why it looks like that Barcelona have put the offer, but Arsenal will not take the offer up. This is very contrasting. This is why I don't have a story to read off and try and guide you guys, because the stories are so contrasting, because some stories are saying these are in advanced talks, Arsenal are going to sign him. And then other talks are saying that Arsenal haven't even contacted Barcelona, and that Barcelona have just put the deal on the table and Arsenal are still waiting on to accept that deal or trying to pursue with it. So it's so difficult to say what's going to happen with Philippe Coutinho, especially, as I said, with this 55 staffs being losing their jobs. So it's gonna be very delicate to see what happens with the situation. Obviously, Arsenal are very interested and said to be in advanced talks for Gabriel Magalhaes, which has been very heavily linked in the last 2 days. I'm not going to go into Gabriel today because I just don't think there's enough news to try and report on. But talks are progressing on Gabriel Magalhaes, as I just said, and it will be very interesting to see what happens with that and Philippe Coutinho. And I think with those two deals, time will tell. Time will definitely tell. But I do think the deals for Willian and Aubameyang will get done, but Philippe Coutinho and Gabriel Magalhaes will take a bit more time. Gabriel could be done within the next week. It depends if Manchester United do make contact with Leo. It will be very interesting to see if they do so. So that is the news suggesting that Philippe Coutinho's deal could be off and that Arsenal haven't contacted Barcelona at all. Next bit of news comes in the form of a departure, and apparently new Villarreal boss Unai Emery wants to bring Arsenal outcast Matteo Guendouzi to La Liga as he eyes a reunion with his former midfielder after falling out with Mikel Arteta. Former Arsenal manager Unai Emery is reportedly keen to rescue Matteo Guendouzi from his nightmare at the Emirates by bringing him to Villarreal. Emery, who was sacked by the Gunners in November, unveiled as the new boss of the Yellow Submarine last month as he looked to revamp his managerial career, and the Spaniard already looks to new recruits for next season. According to to Foot Mercato, he is interested in signing former Gunners star Guendouzi, whose future in North London looks bleak after falling out with manager Mikel Arteta. The midfielder has endured the wrath of the former Man City assistant twice since he took over from Emery after displaying poor conduct during mid-season trip to Dubai in February and taunting Brighton players after a 2-1 loss to the Seagulls in June. The 21-year-old has been banished from the first team training after the two incidents, and now Emery, who brought him to Arsenal in 2018, could be given an opportunity to pounce on. The report claims that Villarreal won't be the only interested party, however, with Barcelona claiming that Arsenal rejected bids from Spanish side, including exchanges with Ivan Rakitic and Arturo Vidal. It goes on to say that Emery has made it his priority to land Guendouzi in the summer and has already made contact to let them know of their interest. Options include securing him on a loan with the option to purchase further down the line. During Arsenal's winter break in Dubai, Guendouzi is said to have a heated row with Arteta if he was left unimpressed with his attitude in training, and have seen footage of him acting up in sessions when watching tapes. He's had the most incidents since the Premier League restart, when he clashed with Brighton forward Neil Maupay, taunting him about Brighton players' wages compared to Arsenal players. After leaving out for a third straight game during a 4-0 win over Norwich in July, Arteta stressed nothing has changed to make his mind up on the player. It's the same reasons as last week. Some things have to change and nothing has changed, and some things haven't changed. The Frenchman was tipped to a bright Gunners career after joining from Ligue 2 side Lorient, impressing in the middle of the park and going on to make 82 appearances in all competitions. This season he's made 19 Premier League starts, with 2 in the Europa League and 3 in the FA Cup before his season was ended early by Arteta. So that is the news that apparently Unai Emery could bring back Guendouzi to to play in his game. I thought Guendouzi was very good under Unai Emery. For some reason Guendouzi had that calmness about him when he was under Unai Emery, and I think both of them just worked for each other, and that's Unai Emery's style of play, whatever that was, it sort of worked for Guendouzi, because he was getting picked quite a lot. And to me, it's not surprising that he would want back someone like Guendouzi to have in the middle of the park, because the midfield does dictate the game, and the way Unai Emery likes to dictate the game, Guendouzi is central to that, and that's how he did it under when he was at Arsenal, and that's how he wants to do it at Villarreal. And I think bringing in Guendouzi could be how he does it. And again, Matteo Guendouzi, again, a very good player still. I don't take it wrong. Yes, the only reason his future looks bleak is because of his attitude issues, nothing of his quality. He's such a quality player. I thought after the restart when he played against Man City and Brighton, I thought he looked very good. He was one of the bright sparks in those games, and I was very, very happy with him. But it's all gone down a big spiral, in my opinion, and 2 heated arguments with your manager since in 6 months. It looks quite bleak, doesn't it? So yeah, his future at Arsenal does look like it has come to an end, and apparently he could be going to Villarreal. They are saying a loan to buy, but for me, I think they need to get a permanent deal done, because Arsenal do need to sell players before they can sign the likes of Thomas Partey. So I think selling Guendouzi for around £40 million, which we did report in an earlier Arsenal Transfer News Daily, that Guendouzi is worth 40 million. If we can get anywhere near that, I think that could help fund a deal for the likes of either Philippe Coutinho, Szoboszlai, Thomas Partey, and all the players that we want and Arsenal are trying to sign this summer. So I think selling Guendouzi and selling the likes of Lucas Torreira, who has had interest from Italy, if we can get them off the books, then I think we can have a very good summer, because this summer we have assets to sell. We have really good assets to sell, and if we can manage to sell them, I think we can have a very good summer transfer window. So that is the news that Unai Emery wants Matteo Guendouzi at Villarreal. Next player we'll be talking about is Emi Martinez. Now, a few days ago, we did report that he would be signing a new contract. Now, apparently he has spoken and he has said that he would be open to leaving in an interview. He said, Arsenal FA Cup hero opens door to transfer amid Leeds United interest. Arsenal stopper Emiliano Martinez has opened the door for an exit from the Emirates Stadium this summer. Arsenal goalkeeper Emi Martinez opened the door to potential transfer after threatening to leave the North London side. The 27-year-old has excelled for the Gunners since the season resumed in June and has been previously linked with Leeds United, earning his extended role in the first team after Bernd Leno's season-ending injury. That included another fine performance in the FA Cup final, as Mikel Arteta's side extended their record of being the tournament's most successful team after defeating Chelsea 2-1 at Wembley. Arteta now faces a major selection headache ahead of the new season, with Martinez and Leno vying for a starting role, which has made the decision more hard. Arsenal are keen to extend Martinez's contract at the club, which we did report a few days ago, but he is seeking assurances over his playing time and has threatened to pursue a transfer amid Leeds United's interest. He said that I showed I can play and I need to play more games next season. I want to establish myself at Arsenal and become first choice. If I don't play, I'm going to move. I'm going to go where I play more. So that is what Emi Martinez said. I've picked that out of the long interview he did. So that is quite big. That is quite a bold statement there from Emi Martinez, saying that, you know, if Leno walks straight back into the team, I'm just going to leave, because, you know, he is a player that could easily walk into Leeds United's team. He is a very, very good goal stopper, and I think he can be world class in the next few years. In my opinion, I think Emi Martinez needs to stay first choice, and Leno needs to earn his way back into the side by playing in Europe, by playing in the cup competitions, whether that's the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. He needs to earn his way back into the side. And maybe if Martinez has a few bad performances or maybe an injury, which seems both scenarios look very unlikely, then maybe Leno could come back into the side and stake his claim. But at the moment, it's kind of in two ways with Emi Martinez. I think he will make a decision once the season resumes. Remember, season resumes on September 12th, and I think the window ends on October the 12th or something like that, like towards the start of October. So even when the season starts, Emi Martinez still has a month to decide whether he wants to leave. In my opinion, if he will leave, it will be in around that time, and then Arsenal will have to go out and sign probably a backup number 2. But I think if, you know, he does have around 2 years left on his deal, so Arsenal can get still a bit of chunk of money for him. And I think if we do sell him, it will be for quite a bit of money, because he is still a very quality player, as we saw since the season's resumption. So that is the news on Emi Martinez, and he has threatened to leave North London. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.